Hi. You might notice that I got some music. Why are my shaders on? I guess I forgot to turn them off. Hold on. Anyway. Actually, I think I liked it better without music. I'll just have it really low. But hello, welcome back. It hasn't been too long. But it's kind of late. It's like 9 p.m., almost 10. I'm a little bored, so here we are. My keyboard's doing that thing again. Oh well. I guess it usually does that whenever I first join a world. I guess I'm probably just gonna tell, like, some stories. Like, I don't know. I was watching some old Leafy's videos, and I kind of like how he's just, like, talking. You know? Like, he's just telling stories from his life. And I guess that's already what I did. I was already sort of doing that, in a way. Good lord. The lag is crazy. I hope this doesn't look too bad on your end. Oh my. There's like the delay is so bad. It's like 6 seconds. This isn't what. Okay, how does. Okay, whatever. This is not some very safe manufacturing. I feel like this is like a big risk for injury, but you know. What the hell? Oh. So I guess I'll just kind of tell some stories, whatever comes to mind, really. I don't plan to get much progress on the world itself today. I'm just kind of gonna wander around. I don't think I'm actually gonna do anything. Okay, so I think I'm gonna give myself a prompt. And that prompt can be, what are the dumbest questions I've been asked? Because believe it or not, I actually get asked like a few pretty stupid questions, especially in school. For whatever reason, people just go to me for like whatever they think of generally. I don't mind it. I like I like learning things and like having to push myself to learn more. It's just like sometimes I get asked very stupid things. The first example I can think of, generally off the top of my head, is one time somebody asked me, okay, the full story. We were in math class, and I think the problem we were doing was like it was like during reviews for like finals, and you know how usually the stuff you learn in class is like way easier than your actual like finals. At least for me it is. Well, we were doing review, and we were just doing like we were looking at old questions on some of the older exams so that we knew what to expect. One of the questions was, in this sentence, what, I think it was like, divide the consonants by the vowels or something. I don't know. Something like that. But I know it included vowels and consonants. And the kid next to me, he turns to me. You're not gonna believe this, but he turns to me and he asks me, what's a vowel? Can we just give that, like, a moment of silence? Like, he was asking me, what's the difference between a vowel and a consonant? How do you not know that? Mind you, this is from a while ago, so it was in, like, 6th grade, right? We were in the 6th grade. We were middle schoolers. He should know this. You should know this. How do you make it this far? Like, I just, like... Of course I told him. I can't just, like, sit there and not tell him anything. But it's like, how do you not know that? Let's see. What are some other dumb questions? Something that comes to mind is I was in math class again, but it was like before class actually started, so it was in the morning. And we're allowed to talk in the mornings. We don't talk a lot in my school. It's like a thing where, yeah, my class is usually pretty well behaved, but we're talking in the morning, right? I'm talking to like one of my friends. I don't really talk to him all that much. He's like, I don't know if I don't feel like calling him a friend's a bit of a stretch, but it's not like I hate him or anything. But he's sort of like, he's talking about how he got like a scrape recently or something like that, right? And then he starts going on a rant about like how he thinks the human body is like cool, right? Because yeah, he wants to be a nerd or something. I don't know. He's like that, but he lands on the topic of DNA. Then he turns to me and he asks me, so you know how I said like he was pretending to be a nerd, right? Like he was all into science and said that was this whole thing. He turns to me, right? And he asks me what DNA actually is. This one was in 7th grade. So it actually, it's not much better than the last. Because we'd learned about DNA by that point, so I think he should know about it. But he didn't, because... Bro, what are we doing? I don't know if I have as many stories as I thought I did about this, shockingly. Because I feel like I had a lot more whenever I didn't start talking about them. But while we're on the topic of, like, stories that happened in school... I mean, obviously we all have our, like, last day of school stories, right? Where people bring the absurd things. I remember in my school, there were 2 sort of memorable things for me. One of my classmates, she brought an entire crib with Barbies. She brought, like, a whole Barbie set. It's just, like, she actually just brought that. And then I think another kid brought a shopping cart. I don't know why that's what you decided to bring, but sure. Like, you do you. I don't think I actually brought anything, like, absurd. But I was thinking for this year, I could bring, like... I don't know, because I thought it would be kind of funny if I just brought, like, a computer and I took it apart in school. What do you think they would do about that if I just took apart a computer in the school building? Like, not the school computer or anything. It's just my own, like, personal computer that I have. I think we've been here before. Oh, yeah, we definitely have. Okay. Let's go back. Ow. That's fine. We're fine. I don't actually talk to a whole lot of people in school. I'm kind of, like, disappointed in my classmates because I'm in, like... I don't know if every school calls it this, but we call it plus classes instead of honors classes. I don't think most schools call it that, you know? But anyway, I'm in the smart kid classes, that's what we'll call it, you know, for ease of access. But I'm in the smart kids classes, so I'm kind of like disappointed in my classmates because I feel like they should be a bit better than this, you know? I mean, I know, like, okay, so the reason we're in the plus classes, right? It's because we scored well on our finals. It's not because we're like polite or respectful or anything like that. I mean, I believe that's a pretty like it's like a moderate factor in deciding if you go to the plus class or not. Like if you're actively like bullying kids, obviously you're not gonna get in the smart kid class. But the thing is, like, some kids will just come on as really, really stupid because of how disrespectful and, like, arrogant they are. Like, they're smart as in they know how to cheat well and not get caught making fun of people. And that's why they're here. And it just kind of bothers me because they're, like, honestly kind of dumb. I was thinking of starting like a school ARG where I make like a whole little wild goose chase for my school, right? But my problem is I'm just scared that no one's gonna bother solving it, or if someone does, they won't get very far before I have to try and help them. Like, I feel like they'll get to like the second thing I have planned and not know where to go from there. So I'm thinking of like scrapping it or at least toning it down by a whole lot. But my thing is, I don't like writing easy things to solve, you know? Like, I don't like making things that are easy to solve, because that's what you see everywhere. Like, I don't want to give them, like, a Pigpen cipher and call it a day. That's boring. Like, I'm sure if they're nerds, then they already solved, like, the Pigpen ciphers on the back of cereal boxes. Oh? Oops. Actually, I wish that cereal boxes still had that. I remember when I was like younger, I used to do the little mazes on the back of cereal boxes and it was really fun. And I think sometimes they had the ciphers too, but I wasn't like I didn't really know what I was doing back then, so I don't know. Little me was kind of dumb. Like she had the competence level the kids in my grade right now who are not the most competent. My concern is what if it's my fault? Like, what if I just have to like skip a grade? What if it's not their fault for being the idiots, but it's my fault for being smarter? I kind of can't tell, and I prefer to blame them because I don't want to feel egotistical, but at the same time, isn't it sort of like rude and like it's so disrespectful of me to bash someone down like that and say, oh yeah, you're the idiot, it's your fault, not mine. But at the same time, if I say it's my fault, then that's implying that I'm just smarter than them, and that still pushes them down either way. So it's like, it's a lose-lose, isn't it? There's not a whole lot I can do. Other than just like, ignore the way I feel and just keep going in school like nothing's going on, you know? I mean, nothing's going on, but it's just like, I don't want to be in a class full of idiots, you know? I mean, maybe they're not idiots and I'm being too arrogant to see that. But what if they are and I'm just being too nice? There are so many perspectives you can see things from, it's annoying. Why do I have to know every way you could- well, not every. Why do I have to know so many ways you can see things? This sort of reminds me of like, oh hey, I was actually already mentioning that anyway. The Weefies videos I brought up at the beginning of the video. This sort of reminds me of his like beating Skywars with philosophy video or something like that. Actually, I might be thinking of a different one, but I don't know, he's just kind of like rambling. I think I'm thinking of a different one, but I'm sure you get it. My 3 viewers, of course. My plan here is I'm sort of just gonna keep uploading. Just like whenever I generally want to. And eventually I think I'm gonna start editing my videos, and then I'm gonna start like giving them a script, and then I'm gonna start phasing in more professional visuals as I learn over time, because I can have a plan, but I can't execute that plan if I'm not learning as the plan goes through, you know? Because I don't have the skill level to make the quality videos I want to make right now. So what I'm gonna do, is that a mushroom? That's a mushroom island. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start kind of slow, and then over time I'm gonna work up my editing abilities, because I can edit a little bit, but not very well. So until, wait, no, not until, but just like the plan is to slowly but surely start building up my own skill, you know? Yeah. Because I know for a fact that I can't just like jump into doing what I want to do. That's never really gonna work. And I'm smart enough to know that. I really want to make like good high quality YouTube videos, even just as a hobby, because I love writing and I love mysteries and I love covering things and publicizing them and making sure everyone can like have information to be accessible. And that's why I want to make YouTube videos about topics that are interesting to me, so that I can make them sort of like, so that I can just show people what I like. And even if I can't, I still want to make enjoyable and high quality videos, if not for someone else, then really just for me. I already love writing and like just generally solving things, and also my thing that I designed for editing practice, my plan, it'll be good for practice and solving ARGs too, because obviously I will be needing to like start finding these and making videos on them. So it's sort of just like, it's like a scenario where the only thing that can happen is it goes well, like, because I'll be satisfied with any outcome, really. I'm just gonna post really what I love, because what I love is, yeah, I think you get it by now, but yeah. Wow, dramatic, I'm looking at the sunrise. Spidey and Jonathan or something. Aren't they dead? I don't know. I didn't finish that series. I watched like 2 episodes of it because Weefies was there. I'm sure it's great. Like, no hate or anything. Obviously no hate because Weefies was there. I don't genuinely hate anyone online, really. Like, I've no enemies. I've never really been wronged on the internet, in all honesty. And I hope I'm not, because if I am, that means I probably did something. And I hope that I never end up, I hope that I never end up doing anything. I want to be a good person, that's what I want to do. I have a feeling these videos are pretty long, and that's why no one really clicks on them. And I guess the title playing Minecraft isn't too appealing. And when I made the first one, I'm pretty sure I already knew that. Yeah, I did already know that, because I didn't even, like, put a thumbnail or anything. I just, like, and I didn't edit either. Even though I thought about it, I'd never bothered, because it's just, like, what am I even gonna do, you know? Like, I'll go through and I'll cut a few things out, but I think just, like, seeing me talk. If I was a future fan, right? Like, let's think about this, okay? If, say, I have a channel in the future that's relatively popular, right? And I'm doing the documentaries that I want to be doing right now, and I have a fan, and let's say this fan really likes my documentary videos, but they see that I have, like, a whole bunch of videos on my channel, and they're like, wow, golly gee willikers, I want more muffin content. So they go back and they take a look at my old videos. I think if I was that viewer, I would be really, really happy that I have so much muffin content to see, and that old muffin is, like, is documented, you know? Like, I would be so glad that I got to see that, even if I wasn't there, and even if there was no one there for those posts. And I guess if that truly ever does end up happening, then this would be a little bit of a fourth wall break, wouldn't it? Like, I feel like I'd be calling me, or I guess you, if you're watching this in the future, when this is, like, made 6 years ago or something, I feel like I'd be calling you out. And I guess that's sort of, like, it is something I would realistically do. That's a pretty me thing to do, you know? And that's why I'm doing it. I wonder what I'll sound like in comparison to my future self. Like, will I sound like I'm 2 years old? Because I know Leafy 6 years ago sounds like he's, like, 5, you know? So I can't help but wonder, like, in comparison to my future, what will I be like now? Perspective is everything, you know? I feel like I say that a lot, you know? I say you know, those who know. If you know, you know. You know? Why is that a button? Why do you have a button for that? There's iron here. I don't really need iron since I'm kind of just wandering around, not doing a whole lot in particular. But I guess I'll get it anyway. I wish... Well, I don't really wish this wholeheartedly, but I think it would be great if Retro Gaming Now let people use his music in their videos, because I love Retro Gaming Now's music a whole lot, and I'd love to have him in the background right now. I'm sure there are a lot of, like, documentary YouTubers that would love to use it, but I understand why it's, like, just a him thing, because not only did he make it, but it's, like, just a Retro Gaming Now signature, so you can't really get rid of that. Like, that's his thing, you know? You can't let other people use it. His music is his. I'm just saying I think it sounds really nice. I guess that's my point. I'm not very good at, like, wording things. Wow, looking out at the horizon. Like the YouTuber. Wonder that reference is gonna be really outdated. Like, maybe the horizon is dead or something. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. What if Weefies is dead in the future? I'd be really sad. I mean, obviously he's gonna die someday, but I'd be really sad if it was like, yeah, just if I was there, I'd be really sad. Well, I'm not gonna be in the same room as Weefies when he dies, but if I'm alive when Weefies dies, I'll be really sad. You know what I mean. I feel like I specify and what's the word? I'm looking for a specific word. It's like it's sort of like elaborate but different. Shoot, I forgot. It's like clarify. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't even remember what context I was gonna use it in because I focused too much on trying to figure out what word I was looking for. That's okay. Everything's okay. Why am I trying to mine this with an axe? I don't really have a whole lot to say now. Do I have any stories? I mean, I don't have a whole lot. I mean, my friend came over yesterday, but nothing really interesting happened. He just like... Here, I'll give you description of the events that went on. How about that? Because that's so interesting. Content. Love content. But, so my friend comes over. It is about, I think, 1 p.m. on a Sunday, and my friend comes over, and, we sort of just, like, sit in my room for a little bit. I think we get a few snacks, and then we play the Stanley Parable for, I'd say, like, 20 minutes. Then I get a silly little idea. What if I psychologically torment my friend? Maybe this wasn't a normal hangout, but, anyway. So my little silly idea is, what if I psychologically torment my friend? Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make my friend play Doki Doki Literature Club, but I'm gonna try and frame it as best as I can that it's just a silly dating simulator. But over time, as the game goes on, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna intentionally make sure my friend is like extremely immersed into the game by playing along with its narrative. Like, say Monica is giving more and more hints that it's not just like a normal haha dating simulator. And so if my friend starts asking me questions, then I'll give him more ominous answers. Instead of just saying, oh, it's just a dating simulator, don't think too much about it. And so we get to the, yeah, we're just like playing the game, and I'm taking like mental notes in my head, like, how does their behavior change? How does his behavior change over time while he's playing? And I noticed that the way I'm acting seems to impact the way he views the game as well. Because at the start of Act 2, I'm like, well, if you're so bored since you've seen this before, why don't you just get it over with and delete them? And then they ask me if there's an actual way the characters die, and I say yes. And they decide to keep playing instead of just hurrying it along. And that's a drastic change in behavior in comparison to the first act, when if I told them about that, they probably wouldn't have really hesitated all that much to just like delete Sayori and get through it pretty quickly and have no more game. Because they didn't know that the characters, they felt real at that time. And once they saw like what happened, even though they knew it was still a game. Did these give off light? The hell? Anyway, even though they knew it was still a game, they still would feel guilty after seeing what had happened. So that means my experiment was conclusive. I don't really know what I got out of it, but it told me something. I don't know what, but it told me something. I think these do give off light, actually. I wonder if you could use that in like an escape room. Yeah, they give off light. Huh. Yeah. I think I remember hearing about that somewhere, actually. Probably in a Leafy's video. I don't know why I'm hitting it. I have no reason to. But yeah, we're done playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and then, I think for the rest of the night, we kind of just ended up talking to each other about just general concepts, and it's just like, it wasn't really anything, like, important. I think we just talked about, like, our classmates, because we're in the same class. I don't know. We didn't really do a whole lot. I saw, like, Jumper Who's live stream where not Jumper Who, Squidow's live stream where she's talking about how, women aren't widely accepted in the Minecraft YouTuber community. I never noticed that, like, at all. Cause I used to have Squidow and Jumper Who as, like, my top favorite Minecraft YouTubers. Right now, Weefy's is, Weefy's, Canadian, Watto, Jumper Who, and Squidow are all my favorites. I love all of them. They're wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful people. And wonderful, wonderful content creators. Like, they're all great. But I'd never thought about how women were discriminated against in the Minecraft YouTuber community. Like, I never noticed that. I just thought they were, like... I don't know. I just saw them as people. I guess I've always kind of been like that, where I don't notice discrimination until it's kind of pointed out to me, because I always didn't really bother looking for discrimination, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not... it didn't sound bad. Never mind. I don't know why I'm hitting you like this. I don't think these even... Oh, never mind. Yeah, they do. But I guess I just don't really notice that kind of stuff because I'm not discriminating against anyone. Like, I don't know. This sounds kind of bad now that I'm saying it. I hope it doesn't sound bad to you. But I really like Squiddow and Jumper Who as, like, women in the Minecraft YouTuber community. Like, they're great. Again, wonderful, wonderful people and wonderful, wonderful YouTubers. I really like, Squiddow's videos with Weefies. They're really super fun. And I feel like Squiddow brings out a silly part of Weefies that you don't see in many other places unless he's with Darapshu. And Darapshu's a chud that automatically decreases everyone's IQ. So, obviously that's what would happen, because Darapshu's a chud. But, I feel like Squiddow brings out a part of Weefies that's like a mix of him being silly and a mix of him being smart, instead of him just being an idiot because he's with Darapshu. Because Darapshu's chud, and I hate Darapshu. Obviously, I don't. Darapshu's fine. But, you know. But I feel like I don't really see Weefies being that silly with many other people. I guess maybe I don't watch enough Weefies content as, as a Weefies fan. Obviously, I need to lock in and watch more Weefies videos. I think one of my favorite older Weefies videos has to be Beating Skywars with Hinduism. Because he's just so out of pocket. His old videos are just, like, especially out of pocket. Like, he just says the most absurd things just because it's funny. Like, he'd be the ultimate clip farmer if he still did that. I see why he doesn't. But, you know, it'd be very funny. So there are these poor blind men all stroking an elephant. I think that's what he says. Poor blind guys all stroking an elephant. Oh, something I noticed with Weefies videos, actually, and just Weefies as, like, a general guy, he has a theme. Like, all of his videos have a reoccurring theme, and the theme is to follow your dreams. Because in some of his older videos, he had, like, an outro on his Can Mobsy Minecraft one where it was, like, I think the outro was, like, something along the lines of the chances of you being born are 2 to the power of some big number. So who's to say anything's really impossible? And that's, like, encouraging following your dreams. And in Destroying and Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist, I guess it's not really following your dreams as much as, like, don't give up or something. But whenever he's talking about it, I guess he sort of encourages, like, his audience to try and do something like it. Like, Weefies' general theme is, like, follow your dreams. Like, that's his big thing. I guess that's just what I noticed. I don't know. If I had more time to think, then I could probably come up with something in Destroying a World That Doesn't Exist and Searching for a World That Doesn't Exist to follow the following your dreams theme. But I can't think of one right now. It's kind of fitting that he was, like, a Dream fan. Like, the Dream Team and, like, the speedrunner guy, because Dream, haha, follow your dreams. I don't know, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm running around and slaughtering the cow population while I talk about Weefies and Dream. Wasn't Squiddo a Dream SMP fan? I don't know. I also think Weefies should ship, like, Grumbo. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But yeah. Also, like, completely random and absolutely off topic, but some thought I have a lot is people right now that try and be nostalgic about things that they were not alive for. Will they be nostalgic about what they live through now? Or will they be nostalgic about a life they never lived in the future? Like, will their nostalgia be derived from something they didn't experience, or rather will it be derived from the experience of wanting to feel nostalgic for an experience you didn't have? What will I be nostalgic for in the future? Will I be nostalgic for going to school every day and being appreciative? Will I be nostalgic for playing Minecraft and talking about YouTubers I like? Will I be nostalgic for making jokes and hanging out with my friends? Like, I always wonder, what will I think of myself in the future? And I think I remember, I have, like, pretty vivid memories of wondering as a kid, what would I think of myself in the future? Like, I remember one time when I was, like, not doing the best, I was thinking that my future self would think I was stupid for crying over something. And I really don't, past me. I really don't. But I've always kind of, like, this just goes to show that I've always kind of had these thoughts where I'm like, what will I think of myself now? And it's sort of weird because normally you're like, what will other people think of me? Not what will I think of me? And sometimes I actually have to think, what do I think of me? Like right now, not what will I think of me? And that's kind of interesting because I always have to like think through my perspective and why I think that, but I know about so many other people's perspectives to the point where what I think, it's not very consistent, you know? Like, I'm just trying to decide what do I agree with. I know so many things and everyone makes a good point and I can understand why they think everything. And so it's just like, I don't know, what do I choose? It's not a matter of opinion to me. It's a matter of, I don't know. It's a matter of, I guess, whatever makes the most sense, but that's also rather opinionated, no? I guess it's not a matter of opinion to me, but it's a matter of what does everyone else think? What is everyone's perspective? How can I guess, not be appealing because I'm not trying to appeal to anybody, but understand everybody to the best of my ability. And my problem is I'm always trying to do that, but that leads to me sort of having trouble forming an opinion of my own because I have a good understanding of everyone else's. And so, I don't know, opinions are so weird. And I guess that is an opinion in itself, so maybe it's not too difficult. But again, if I were to think about why wouldn't someone consider an opinion weird, I could definitely think up an answer, and maybe that has something to do with neuroscience and like I think it's the frontal cortex, yeah, or like I know some stuff about neuroscience. Obviously I'm no professional, but I like to think about whenever it comes to why do I think something, I think about what's going on in my little brain, my noggin, if you will. There are so many aspects that have to go into consideration when you make a decision. And when you decide what you think, and when you say something. And I'm not really thinking a whole lot when I'm saying these things about why I'm saying them. I'm just thinking about what I'm saying and what it means. And I guess you don't really think about why you say things, you just say them, and then meaning is derived from the words you say, not of whom says them. But at once, it's also like, what does the other person think of you that decides their interpretation and perspective of the words that you preach? I don't know why I'm talking like this. I'm the thinker, as they say in the business. If you're wondering why I'm not moving my camera, it's because my hands hurt. Give me a minute. Ow. Okay, whatever. I'm probably fine. I need to get better at like philosophy, something like that. Like, I don't know. I never realized I was being philosophical when I thought about things because I didn't actually deliberately go out of my way to get into philosophy. I just kind of thought like that. And when someone told me I was being philosophical, I thought they were being like, I thought it was like, bro, it's not Shakespeare. You know how people say that? like whenever someone talks fancy, I thought I was just being like, I thought they're just being like, haha, haha, you're saying complicated things. That makes you Shakespeare. I didn't, like, I guess I just didn't think about, oh, this is philosophy. No, that's just kind of like what I thought about. I don't know. I think weird. My thoughts are strange. Why are there so many synonyms for strange? There's like queer and odd and weird. Like, we don't need all those synonyms. I guess they all have different connotations and I need to stop thinking so hard about everything in my life. But if I ever stop thinking, and if thinking is the one thing that brings us together and connects us and influences our interpretation and perspective and everything that we see of the world, if thinking is truthfully what makes us see what we do, then what would happen if I were to stop thinking? Would I even be a person? Oh my god, bruh. This is my problem. This is my problem. This is what we're doing now. I don't know how long I've been recording for. Hold on. I've been recording for like almost an hour. I guess it's good that the videos have a consistent length. I don't know. I got like no gear today, but that's okay. I didn't plan to anyway. I mean, I got 2 iron. You guys watch Lamino? I think I might have brought him up in the last video, but Lamino makes such quality content. I think I heard somewhere that mobs don't spawn on Mushroom Islands. Is that still true in caves? Do mobs spawn in caves on Mushroom Islands? I hope not, because I'm in a cave and I don't have any torches. Hello, bat. It's a shame you don't have a headquarters. No one's gonna get that reference unless you walk with stable. And I doubt the 3 people that see this will, unless your name is Name. Of whom is a friend that I do indeed have. Do I have any blocks? I have 21 cobblestone. Maybe I should get out of here. Ooh, but there's iron right there. So I'm just gonna get that real quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah. Surely this is completely safe and I'm not in any danger whatsoever. Maybe I should get out of here. I say as I continue into the dark and scary cave. I'll be fine. Surely nothing will bad. Nothing will bad? Is that what I just said? Surely nothing bad will happen. Nothing will bad happen. I feel like I'm following a tunnel someone made out of iron. I watched a Tail Foundry video on like that one Japanese like comic about the... I don't know if it was a comic or not, but it was like a thing about how there was a mountain and there were a bunch of holes in the mountain that were in the shape of people, and they all just felt like it was where they belonged to be. And I don't know why, but that's just kind of unnerving. I hope there's not gravel above this or anything. I mean, it doesn't matter now, because I already dug above it. But I had the thought while I was digging above it, and so I said it late because words take a long time to say. That's what the logical reasoning part of my brain says. Oh, I have 52 iron. I don't need more iron. Are there gonna be diamonds down here, though? Like, maybe I should look. Maybe I shouldn't look. Maybe I'm in danger. What if I'm in danger? What if I shouldn't be down here? But also, what if there are diamonds? I just realized I turned left. Maybe that was a bad idea. They say at the crossroads, keep moving forward. Oh, that's the part that's about following your dreams. Keep moving forward. Well, moving forward didn't really get me anywhere, so I guess we have to turn left. Never mind, there's nothing left. Okay, I guess we have to turn right. Which I guess is sort of going back, since that's where the mine was, but where the hell am I? Why does it feel like a bunch of Endermen came through here and just like took so many blocks away? Even though I know Endermen can't. What the hell? Okay. So I think I'm gonna turn back now. That was a little bit too good of a coincidence, you know? Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn back now. He's probably gonna lead me to the surface? I hope. Just get me out of here, bro. I'm so scared. The water is getting more saturated. I think that's the surface. Yeah, I see a sliver of black. Yeah. Okay. At least I know how to get back down there if I ever decide I want to. I don't know why I would. Enderman Civilization or something. This is the unstable SMP. And I have to find the Enderman Civilization. You see, a player, I don't know, bro. A player named Watto1876 started a civilization called the Enderman Civilization. He built it in a barren wasteland, left with nothing, and formed into something beautiful. And then it's like a replay shot of like, the Enderman Civilization, and it's just like the End Barons. What was End Barons world? Is Watto on Unstable? I think Watto's actually on Unstable. I don't know. I don't watch Unstable. I wouldn't know. I just said, I don't know. I don't watch Unstable. I wouldn't know. Like, we heard you the first time. You didn't need to say you don't know twice. Yeah, me. Like, get over yourself. What am I doing? I can't wait to upload this under the title Twaying Minecraft, as in Tweefies, as in 2, because there's 2 of them now. Actually, I just realized that it might sound like, you know when people, like They're trying to sound all cutesy. They like replace some letters with a W. I just realized it might sound like that. So that kind of messes up the joke. Because it just sounds like I'm a I'm not a boy. It just sounds like I'm a furry. Maybe I'll just call it playing Minecraft 2 then. We don't need a funny joke. It's fine. It's fine. But then again, it would be sort of funny if I called it Toying Minecraft. Would that imply that the third one is going to be called Thraying Minecraft? It sounds like I'm throwing, which is pretty accurate. Oh my god, why does this take so long to smelt? Okay. If anyone recognizes the background music, by the way, you're the GOAT. I love Cicada 301. I should watch some videos on, like, because I watched Lamino's Cicada 301 documentary, but I never actually watched any videos on how the puzzles worked, and I always wondered, because, Lamino didn't actually go in that much detail on them, but he did bring up a good source to look at, so maybe I will. I don't know. Ooh. I have school tomorrow. And I think this is finals week. I'm actually not that stressed because, like, 3 weeks before finals, my school, like, gets rid of our science class and replaces it with a second math class so that we can do review. And we have, like, we do review just, like, every single day. That's all we do, all day. We do review on everything. And I actually, like, I'm a lot more confident about some of the stuff I was worried about now. So, I don't think I ever really do any studying at home because, like, I have no reason to. Which I guess is kind of Weefy's core, because he did say in that one video that he never studies for anything in his life, and he thinks he's gonna fail, but that's okay, because, I hope I don't fail. I'm kind of confident, but, you know, your hubris... How did I say that wrong? Am I all there in the head? Your hubris will be your downfall. There we go. Your hubris will be your downfall. Yeah, as they say. As Watto says. That one time. I don't want to be, like, too confident or anything. Because, like, you never know what they're gonna give you, you know? But then again, I am pretty confident. Like, I think I'm gonna do well. At least I think I will on the ELA one. Because I love ELA. ELA is my best subject, and it always has been, and I love writing. And I like math too. Math is pretty fun. So I'm not too concerned about that either. I think I need to do a bit of extra review on some stuff. But otherwise I think I might be fine. I had a video idea where it was like beating Minecraft, but I can only use 7th grade level math. Because I thought I thought it would be kind of funny. I don't know. Minecraft, but I can Minecraft, but I have to like I don't even know like how would that work? Would you have to calculate like would you have to calculate how you would press W on your keyboard? How would that go? Like, I don't even know how you'd pull off Minecraft, but I have to use 7th grade math for everything. Like, is it everything? Do you have to like... Do you have to figure out, like, the unit rate of speed at which you punch a tree at before you were allowed to punch it? Well, that wouldn't even, like, I wouldn't even think that would be possible using 7th grade math. Because it's like, you have to do the math before you can punch it, so... I'm kind of glad I decided to record because, almost all of my friends are offline right now, and one of them is online, I think. I don't know. I mean, a few of them are online, but, they're like Homestuck fans, and I've never read Homestuck before, and Homestuck is kind of the only thing they really talk about. And they're great people, don't get me wrong. Like, they're very nice. I just don't really, like, relate to them on much of anything. So, I'm not intentionally distancing myself. Like, I try and talk to them, but I just don't have much to say, I guess. And another one of my problems is that, like, I don't have many friends that are into ARGs. And it's kind of difficult finding those because most of those are popular YouTubers. So... like, most of the people that get, like, pretty into ARGs and, like, are actually willing to solve them are people that make videos about it. And I'm not saying they're not passionate. I never said that, because they most certainly are. My problem is that I cannot be friends with popular YouTubers. Because I that's not how it works. They're, like, older than me, and I think they'd find that kind of creepy. Maybe if I could find some friends who are my age that are nerds, that would be great. But at the moment, that's not really happening. If you happen to be a nerd, please say something in the description. Which no one will, because no one watched this far, unless your name is Name, because Name watches these. Or unless you're, like, from the future, unless you're in the future, like 6 years in the future, then feel free to comment. I would greatly appreciate it, and I don't know if I would see it, because this video would be 6 years ago if you're 6 years in the future. But, maybe I would respond. Maybe. It'd be kind of funny if someone saw this and, like, asked me about it, like, in 6 years in the future. That'd be the, like, I don't mind. I mean, maybe future me would, but let's say current me is transported into the future with no knowledge of future me's experiences, and I get swapped out with future me, and therefore I'm current me, not future me, but I'm in the future. So I have the same personality as current me, but I am not in the present. I'm in the future. From the perspective of me right now. And not... This is hard to talk about. Like, it makes sense in my head, it's just hard to say. How long have I been recording for? Oh, a full hour. That's nice. I guess it's sort of like a live stream, except it's not live, you know? Like, live streams usually go on for like 1 or 2 hours, and I usually watch them, like, attentively till the end. And I see people talking about how they usually just, like, leave live streams and stuff like that on in the background, but I just don't. Like, if you're gonna have something on in the background, it should be, like, music. The only time I have a YouTube video on the background is when I'm going to bed. I have no need to get more armor, I just did it because I felt like, oh, wait. I forgot about that. Maybe I should go to bed because I'm a bit tired and it's almost 11. And I want time to watch YouTube. As we all do before we go to bed. This is normal activity. Oh, side note, but I went to the library the other day and I got a few books because I noticed that I don't have any physical books on the things I like. So I talked to my mom about it and she was like, we can take you to the library. And I kind of wanted to buy books instead of just borrowing them because I like to have things forever and not have to worry about returning them. But I don't mind borrowing them because it gives me like more of a reason to actually read them. So maybe after I watch a bit of YouTube, I'll read and then go to bed. But yeah, that I just kind of randomly thought of that. Okay, I should probably go now, but I kind of don't want to. I'm running out of things to say, but I started just like talking. Like, there's so many thoughts in the world that you can have, and you never get a chance to say many of them. So it's just, I don't know. I guess that's why people have like blogs and social media accounts and things so that they can just post about what they think of. And I guess that's why I have a YouTube channel, isn't it? So that I can not only post about things that I think of, but just generally things that I like and things that I love to make. That is what I'll do, I hope. This is a cool as hell scene, by the way. Like, the sun by the, ice spikes? Like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can see it. They do give off light. Light level 1, I assume, something like that. I'm pretty sure portal frames give off light too. I wonder if it was a bug to make these give off light. I don't know. It might not be, might be. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. Maybe I'll know one day, but I don't know right now. This is the unstable SMP, and right now, I'm on the Mushroom Civilization Island. This island is known for being the most barren island on the unstable SMP. This is the end of its lifetime, like some sort of end of barrens. I don't know why I made it unstable. That was not necessary. I could have just like and I don't know. I like just like narrating in funny YouTuber voice. I think I can do Nile Red a little bit well. I mean, not that well, but today I'm making uranium glass. But before I could do that, I needed to get some uranium. Luckily, I had a friend who worked at the uranium store not too far away. So I went over and I acquired some uranium. I think I have the timing down. It's just like I don't know the way he talks. I think I think I know the way Weefies talks pretty well because I talk a bit like him. Especially the way he writes scripts is quite noticeable. Because I notice in some of his scripts, he'll like say, the blank object is, well, the blank object. Why is there a cross here? My Minecraft world is haunted, bro. There's an ARG entity in here. I say that about every world I'm in, actually. Like, genuinely. Every world I'm in, I say, oh my god, there's an ARG entity. Slightest sign of something wrong. Oh my god, it's an ARG. Guys, the wood is actually capitalist propaganda or something like that. I don't know. I kind of forgot what we said in that one video, but it was something about the wood being like propaganda. I don't know. Okay. I think I'm finally gonna go to bed, but thank you so much for watching, if you watched at all. And, I'll see you the next time I decide to go play Minecraft. Yay! Bye! Yeah, bye. 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 Okay, bye.